Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Now, in the last episode, you saw that I was doing a lot of small things, prepping out, running to the second marker on the map, completing the ice cave, and yeah, you have seen me doing quite a bit of cheating, and I know that isn't the most ideal thing. It's just that the recovery from when you lose things is just ridiculous. And yeah, as I said, my two bases are now totally interchangeable with each other since both playthroughs were at the same spot. And honestly, in some in some playthroughs, you have 3 to 4 instances all set up just for you to be able to handle this one playthrough. So yeah, things can get not just a little intense, but extremely intense when it comes to Valheim. Sorry. So yeah, the other thing that I have to say right now before I continue on is I decided to do some building, and I was actually going to go and do black marble, but this is the only building block I have for walls. I don't have double walls like this, and considering the cost, that's 8, that would be 8, 16. So that means what would have taken me 3 chests of stone will actually take me something like too many chests of black marble. So I wanted to shift out one of my bases into a black marble base. And yeah, you know what? It isn't necessary, but it definitely would be fun. I'll show you why. Give me a second. I have more than just that little black marble sitting around. Now, obviously, I can't change this base into a black marble base. This base is already built, and it has fixtures in it, and it's going to be a pain to ever try to upgrade it in that way. So, the only option would be to use base B. Base A will become more of a teleport base, and I'll slowly move over all of my instruments. This place will just have a ton of cattle at the end of the day. Yeah, here we go. Let me do some of these floors. Just look at that floor. It just looks so wicked. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, what in the world are you going to do with a base in the middle of the plains? You already have a fully fledged base in sorry. A fully fledged base in the easiest area to look after. And yeah, I agree with that. I do have one of the best types of bases to have in the easy area, but this year it doesn't really hurt too much to have a nice shiny marble base. As you can see, I'm digging a little bit more on that. Oh yeah, by the way, this base is totally incomplete. Yeah, they're right. Let me just put these in. Oh yeah, I tarred out this roof. So unlike any other base, this base will have a tarred roof. You know what, let me finish up the staircases. And then when I'm making them in in marble, they will look a little bit fancier. I have to know where I'm moving to. No, not where I'm moving to. Yep, this is where I'm moving to. once you know the actual size of your missing requirement again. So you know what? Yeah, why not go for the most expensive upgrade that I could ever go for in a base that I do not live in as yet, that I haven't completed. And you might be wondering if this is necessary, and the answer is yes, it is necessary, because my primary base is going to need some modification in order to handle a few changes that are coming. And I have to move some of that base out. So yeah, let me just jump through. Yeah. So my first base is going to still be basically what it is. It's still going to be a stone base. For where it is, it's practically invulnerable to any type of heavy hit. Now, obviously, I do know there is a third level of stone in the ash vein stone, whatever it's called, and that is from the ashlands. And when I get that, I'm probably going to upgrade my primary base with that. And you'll see that everything from my first base that I move over is going to end up pretty much an upgrade situation. In an upgrade situation. Sorry. Now you might be wondering, why would I waste all that stone? Well, that's because I'm going to be building another base. And yeah, this is one of the crazy parts about Valheim. If you're playing this game, you know why you need to build a third base and why you need to build a fourth base and a fifth base. The third base is because you want an easier way to move around in another biome. The first three biomes, you don't need an individual base for each one, and that's just me being honest about it. Oh, I moved the crafting station. Oh, my food is about to lapse out in a few minutes. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way as me, but man, do these marble floors look awesome. Oh, let's see something. That costs 4. That costs 6. Oh, I still have a lot left on this building section. I have to admit, this room looks wicked with just that base. Oof. Nope, I'm not about to die inside my base. That mosquito is so dead. So yeah, here's the I am gonna be changing it, but doesn't need to be in just yet. I have some space in my inventory, so let's bust it and move it. In case anybody thinks I'm about to cheap out on my defensive wall, you're absolutely right. In the world is going on. This isn't the first time this has happened. I'm having spawns in my base, and I know that all these base structures should stop their spawns, which is really, really off-putting. Yeah, they're spawning inside the base. Let me move on to the marble walls. Tell me the room doesn't look breathtakingly spectacular. And this isn't the most amount of black marble I've used for any small little thing. I'm actually just gonna upgrade this entire side of the tower, pull it up so that you can see the outside, and then I'll show you what it looks like with a black tar top and a black marble situation. So yeah, that's going to be really awesome. Oh no, wait, I'm gonna need that still. This can come in, this can go in, this can drop, that can drop. I need 5. You might be wondering, what in the world am I going to do? So I'm going to go and I'm going to build out my outer wall, because obviously that wall is just too wrapped down. I need to improve it. I need to get my benches out in my farm So yeah, I'm gonna put up maybe about 4 or 5 benches, and hopefully that will also suit things up. Internally, it's already looking fantastic. I have this bad feeling that I know where they are. So here's the 100% full out explanation behind all of these modifications. So I needed the second base, and I don't really need it to be made out of black marble, but I do need it really secure. That's because now with me entering into the Mistlands, I have more raids to worry about. And with the increased number of raids comes an increased number of problems. One of the things I've been struggling with quite heavily, dare I say, is the creatures getting into my base without me having a way to stop them from entering. As you can see, this place is really wrecked. Now, technically speaking, I would just Okay, let's jump out and jump back in. More marble coming in. More walls being built. This is one of the most painful things to do when it comes to building in marble. Oh yeah, there is something which is of benefit to me, which I'll only be showing you in a few seconds, and that is the benefit on floors. So yeah, anyway with these floors, I'm gonna make up for the excess marble that I'm using. So these are actually better for your structure than having the small things around. Not the small things, the bigger ones. It's just that these are much cheaper overall, right? And if I'm being bluntly honest, I did literally use these big walls for the cheapness of the situation. The black marble, although it is going to give me a lot more strength per wall, is actually also going to increase my cost per wall. Oh, that's not inside there. Yeah, the red from the top has already started to wash out. Just look at that little contrast. Ah. Okay. Time for me to jump back onto that side. The space doesn't have everything in it. That means that slowly and surely things will come in and it's going to be built up. Yes, there will be a stone fireplace instead of a black marble fireplace. And yes, it'll break the aesthetic in small ways. But I don't really see much of an issue with that. I could find a way to put my mead kettle and my uh, other items on a single location just to boost a little bit in terms of the amount of stuff in here. I just want to see what one corner looks like, totally black marbled out. And there is a reason why I'm bringing you all along from start to end. It's pretty simple. It's something that you'd want to see for yourself. The aesthetic may look beautiful in the start, and it may look perfect just going up one corner, but at the end of the day, if you build it out and you know what, it looks like crap after you've completed it, why not just dismantle it? Oh. This is also a fantastic way to get your building level up. And I finally have a full black wall. Let's have a look at it from one side. Let's see. Is this worth it? It looks a lot more solid, I won't lie. It looks like this is impassable almost. So yeah, I kind of like it. Okay, time to put in one of these. That is one of the most wicked. I was just about to say this looks sleek. Just that pure black sleek with that white little lines going through it. You have to admit that that small thing makes this base look so much more different. I know that it's a stone base, and nonetheless, even with marble being used, it looks wicked. And I have a thing for white marble, ironically enough, not black marble. And by the way, you do get black and white marble. I believe they call it limestone marble or something of the sort. I definitely can't complete the space. So yeah, this is just a first part, and as I explore more of the planes, I most probably will get closer and closer to actually showing you a full marble base. Still 5 over. I won't lie, the black on black aspect of this thing is just so wicked. Yeah, that is definitely super cool. Let's just grab a few more blocks. Might have made a little bit more done than I needed done immediately. I wanted to get a feel to what this place is going to look like. Maybe even with all this black, it's going to become a little bit depressing. Whew. A nice base, perfect color scheme, smooth black marble tiles. Wish I actually could complete it. Just judging from the number of trips back and forth I've had right now, I already can tell you it can't be completed. I can't even complete one quarter of that entire base. There is another base that I have to go to pick up black marble from, and it's a bit of a heavy one because it's falling apart. So yeah, that's going to be crazy. You don't want to know what I was thinking of doing in this spot here. So here's a crazy thing. Imagine putting a birch tree right here inside the base. It will cause some distraction for creatures because creatures won't attack it, and it will give me some form of defense to rely on to go into my base with. There might be some irony in what I'm doing. This is just for by the way, in case you didn't know this. But this base, out of all the bases I've built, has a lot of red spots. And the way that I've built up these walls now, all the red spots will start to disappear. I just remembered that I kind of put myself in a box. Well, I'm going to cut this one here. I hope that you did enjoy this little playthrough, run through. And uh, after this, there's going to be a lot more fighting coming up, hopefully, because I'm going back to the Ashlands. Not Ashlands, sorry, the Mistlands. And hopefully, that's going to give me quite a bit of adventure. And from that adventure, hopefully, I will be able to actually get something out of it. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. Catch you all in the next one.